As with any of my boss event videos, double cash mode is enabled just to take that edge off. This is not a definitive guide on how to do boss events, and if you want to know how to get double cash mode for yourself in order to make your life just a little bit easier within these scenarios, if you want to purchase it, then you simply go to the Bloons Event 6 store. There we go, double cash mode, purchase it. It's not a mod, I swear. Do you see mods anywhere on this menu? Elite Bloonarius on Spreen, no Super Monkeys, and no Villagers, which means no Vengeful True Sun God and no Monkeyopolis. But we do have access to Geraldo though, which is pretty nice. We're kicking off with 2 Dark Monkeys, Geraldo, and his rare Quincy action figure placed down, just so we can get that passive income up and running. Place down our first farm on round 4. Greater Productions on round 7, the beginning of. Yeah, this is definitely a more relaxing boss event. It's not one of those super sweaty try-hard events, even though there are people out there that are going to be like, RBS doesn't matter. This thing doesn't matter. Increased movement speed doesn't matter. Restricted towers doesn't matter. All these sort of things don't matter because I'm so good at the game. It doesn't matter what everybody else is capable of. Well, I just let people have their fun. And if a YouTuber decides that they want to have a bit more of a relaxing time by playing on double cash mode, then let them. Don't strangle people because of your own play style. We will need to think about some more attack soon. Perhaps some more Dark Monkeys just to show up the rear end of the track would be good. So let us do that once the round ends. So plop down a Dark Monkey here, and then another one down here as well. When it comes to any closed off, closeted, really elitist kind of like behavior within the community, just do the most important thing and don't acknowledge the fact that, well, they're trying to dictate how you should play. Obviously, not respond to it in a negative kind because you're being on the same level as they are, and one thing you don't want to do is be on their level as well. So just play the game how you want to, okay? Player Bloons can do a 2 mega pops with a tier 3 mortar. Also Player Bloons plays boss events with double cash. I love the fact that Druid of the Jungle has global range. You don't need to worry about placing it anywhere near the track at all, since it can just target a balloon, sorry, as long as it's able to see it. So camo balloons, you're going to need that camo detection. But Spirit of the Forest has passive camo detection with the fact that it can actually attack camo balloons with the thorns that grows with Spirit of the Forest, but obviously it still needs camo detection if it wants to attack it with its other means of, well, attack. Also, hard thorns is very important so that it can actually pop any kind of balloon, which means those pesky lead balloons and those frozen balloons will not be able to escape our vines. When we do have enough money, we will be getting the Spirit of the Forest, which enables us to be able to ward off those ceramics that spawns from the Bloonarius after a certain point throughout the round. Okay, we're going to get ourselves the enhanced eyesight for our Dark Monkey so it can be able to pop these camo balloons. I do want to favour trades at the end of the track. Number 1, we are going for the Navarch of the Seas throughout this run. Like, there's no question or shadow of a doubt about it. Like, we've got lots of water, we may players down some favour trades, and get some central markets in place as well, just so that we have some form of additional cash bonus because of the fact that we don't have villages for the Monkey City. The only bit of advice I would say is that if you are looking to play like extremely competitive Bloons Event 6, like for say boss event scenarios with ranked mode, it's always best to practice with that little thing switched off. We have sold our Quincy action figure for the Spirit of the Forest, but now we need to have some means of being able to get through the first tier, and I think the best way to go about it is just with a sticky bomb. Sticky bomb is very good for slow moving targets, like say with Bloonarius. With other bosses, I think people have gone for like Elite Phayze instead, or the what do we call it, the Mad, but then again that's not for tier 1, that's mainly for tier 2. Although since we are on an intermediate map, it means that Geraldo can level up faster, which is a good trait in and of itself, which means we've got our fertilizer just a little bit sooner. I'm not going to use the second one because I want to use it when this is eventually depleted. So once we flip to round 46, we will reapply it to the banana research facility. If this round ever ends, that is. Round 45 usually is very long. Okay. Look at everything that's going on here. Okay, Bloonarius is well and truly on its way to being defeated here. Let's get a second one up and running, actually. Let's apply to both. Let's apply to both. Fertilizer, another means of additional cash bonus outside of the Monkey City. Like, Monkey City is always, like, the best way of getting that additional cash bonus for, generating additional, I don't know where I'm going with this, additional cash bonus. I'm going to go with a slightly riskier play today. Rather than going for a overclock and then going straight on to Banana Central once we get it, and then Ultra Boost after that, we're going to place down some favored trades first so that we can get that that Paragon level up and running for the Naval of the Sea. That's 8 favored trades so far with a Trade Empire. That's 9 at the beginning of round 53, 11 at the beginning of round 54, 13 at the end of round 55. It's always best to go for your favored trades first and then go for Central Market, because if you just get Central Market, then you're not really amplifying anything. Speaking of submarine, if you are liking the video so far and you considered wanting to see future content on this channel, then please consider smashing that subscribe button. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers, and once we get there, I will be attempting to do a base mortar 2 megapops. We've got 20 of them now, which means we'll start our continuous upgrading of our villages here. But before we continue any further, we do have a certain tier 2 Bloonarius in order to deal with. There aren't any modifiers to Bloonarius itself. The only modifiers are that we don't have access to super monkeys or villagers. Basically a reverse of the previous week's boss event where it was up against Phayze, and the only quote-unquote Paragon that we could use is the Vengeful True Sun God. But this week they decided, nah, you can have your Paragons back, but we're taking away your means of producing the super monkey at all, so you can't even get a basic bitch-ass super monkey. Okay, we've got the mad up and running. Since it's within the range of a favored trade, it means that we have that additional cashback value going on. Okay, we're going to put another one there, then another one there. Going to put another fertilizer. Always put down your fertilizers when you can, just because of the sheer factor that if you don't, then you're losing out on some potential value. But if you just put it on, like, let's say a default farm, then you're not going to be able to get the full use of fertilizer, and you're actually losing money just because the benefit of having it for those 4 rounds does not equivalent to a profit, but it's more or less a loss. So we have ourselves a half health Bloonarius, which is not even half of the way through the track. I just love the mad. It is just simply the best means of clearing tier 2. Like, sometimes you may have a few other things on board as well in order to help yourself along the way. Like right now, if I want to be more financially efficient, then I would sell some of these in order to get the Banana Central. And then after that, the Ultra Boost as well, to further boost the capabilities of the Banana Central, which is the best way of making money throughout the entire game. Like, and obviously under the influence of a monk. Actually, no, it's the monkey office, depending on how many farms you sacrifice and how much each farm costs, really. So second best way, and then third best way is obviously the middle path bank. Unlike other boss events in the past, let's say for example 600% HP on Lich on Winter Park, I don't feel like my manhood is stuck to my chair. The process is very simple. You get yourself a BRF, and you get yourself an overclock, which increases your output of your BRF, and then go up to Banana Central, alongside the fact that your overclock is connected to a bot, and that enables the overclock to always be connected to the last thing that it applied its overclock to. So let's say in this case Banana Central. And then after that, we will get ourselves the Ultra Boost, which means that we'll have a permanent production increase. I honestly should have placed our top path with Submarine near Geraldo, just so that we're able to get him up to level 20 that bit sooner, but it doesn't matter. Now it's time for some for some central markets so we can increase the output of our favorite trades and trade empire that bit more. Mom, can we visit the Wall Street in New York in real life? No, little child. We have a Wall Street at home. Meanwhile, Wall Street at home, purchase Bloons Tower Defense 6, and then from there, purchase your monkey Wall Street. You don't need to go to New York to save a Wall Street when you've got your own Wall Street right here. While we can't get any more benefits from the trade empire because it only goes up to 20 favored trades, we can still get the benefit of central market on the 21st favored trade and onwards. So keep that in mind. I wonder, with the best, most optimal placements of your Buccaneers, how many favored trades can you fit on this map without having to resort to a pond of sorts, like the Portable Lake, or the Lord of the Abyss, which grants additional naval access. A stupid video idea. Ranking maps based on the number of favored trades you could place in them. I think we can get rid of the Spirit of the Forest now. I don't see any means of it benefiting our party anymore, aside from the cash bonus that it does provide. But we do have 10 of these down now, which is excellent. Also, at some point, we did repurchase our rare Quincy action for about 60k or so you can do a math of when that was. Also, I've got to employ you to the Pirate Lord. Very bad on my behalf. Okay, we just want the Apex Plaza Master for tier 3 and nothing else. So let's see how this goes about here. Also, times 10 on you. Pretty swell. Okay, we will make use of some of our first strike capability. So our first strike capability missiles, but obviously the first strike doesn't reload as quickly as the preemptive strike. If you notice that, this has a quicker cooldown time than this does. Let's see. Doing very well here. And as you notice, Spring does have some obstacles, which means that the pumpkins, which you can see flying across the screen here, as it is a month away from Halloween, as I thought, let's equip this attribute into the game. And yeah, let's go from there. Because these cliffs provide the Ultra Juggernaut aspect to bounce off and then hit the same target again, which is pretty swell. Also, let's sell this now. But it's a shame that Ninja Kiwi decided that Paragons can no longer be affected by favored trades. I think in any boss scenario, the Ninja Paragon is just a top tier Paragon in order to rely on. You know what it's going to do. It has unlimited range with its talismans, which are its replacement of its sticky bombs. It's just a good tower all around. It's not like Goliath Doom ship powerful, but you always know it's going to be able to do a good amount of damage and be able to permanently take away a certain amount of health at the beginning of each round of every single Moa class balloon that spawns, including ones that spawns out from parent Moa class balloons. So the ZMGs from the band, well, they start out with 25% less HP, and DDTs as well, and BFBs from ZMGs. You get what I mean? Because with the Grand Saboteur only affects spawning balloons from the beginning of the track. I believe we are set in stone for victory, but you may never know what happens, because after all, this is Bloons Tower Defense 6, and the game can continuously give us obstacles in which we would otherwise not be able to get across, because I am not that good at the game. Round 90, DDTs make their first appearance of the day, but thanks to having a preemptive strike, it means that the existence of them are non-existent, even fortified DDTs, because we have a sub-commander and that boosts the passive damage of the preemptive strike. We slapped 10 of these Paragon power totems down, so we're going to actually max out our Ascended Shadow here. Let's see what degree it's going to be. It is a level 56. Pretty swell. Next up will be the Wizard Paragon. Killed the Mage's Perfecters. Never ever trust a Bloons tuber that has suddenly gone Orc mode. Now, can we afford the Mage's Perfecters for round 100? That is looking a little bit uncertain, but I will do my darndest. And also, yes, Lord of the Abyss is here to provide some additional naval means. So we've got some first try capabilities on land. Also, there's some people having to do 2 megapops on maps which otherwise would be impossible to spawn a naval tower because they have no water on them. So let's say a 2 megapops carrier flagship on Monkey Meadow. We may not be able to afford Mage's Perfectors, but we are certainly a good portion of the way to being able to get there. Okay, let's actually unleash our Phoenixes for just a little bit of damage, a little bit of contribution towards the Paragon doesn't hurt. So let's see, we've got ourselves our towers in place, and we'll get to 900k, and then we'll go from there. Let's see, what level are you going to be, my dear wizard? You're 41. That's not too bad, honestly. I think we can live with that, and you can tell what our final 2 Paragons are going to be in the form of the sub and the boat. Your Harry Wizard is doing very well here, although his ability in order to make himself stupidly powerful is taking a huge ass amount of time in order to actually get back up and running, which is not going to be apparent for tier 4 Bloonarius, but tier 5 it definitely will. It definitely will. Hope I remember to have this graveyard nice and high once it enters the range of our beautiful wizard here. We have our boats, we have some of our subs, but most importantly, we have our spirits still intact here. Never forget the man, the myth, the legend, Quincy, action figure of Quincy. I pressed the wrong button on our Mage's Perfectors to unleash its ability early. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to activate his graveyard aspect and get it back up to full strength, which means whenever you exit out of a map and re-enter it, your abilities can reset when it comes to their positions on the screen. No, this is not a different run. Right, round 119. Let's get our Phoenix not attacking. Okay, the last bad of the day, and that is a pretty good amount of graveyard for our Mage's Perfectors. Okay, 2 million to spend, 2 Paragons to get. How are we going to do this? Well, firstly, we're going to sell everything that is a money-producing abomination, and then we're going to go from there in order to work out what we're going to do from here. We're most likely going to have an incredibly high degree Naval Arc of the Seas, but what happens from there is going to be anybody's mystery. We definitely won't be able to get degree 100 because we're missing a fair few Paragon power totems required for that. But let's see what we can get out of 2 million squids. That's pretty good. So let us get ourselves a degree 93 Naval Arc of the Seas. Pretty epic. Right, this might be pointless because it mostly will be, but we're going to try ourselves a 7654321, and then we're going to go with the Paragon itself, and we're going to get ourselves a degree 43. You know what? That's absolutely fine. I just wanted the Nordic Siege Corps because I don't think it's a pretty popular of a Paragon, to be honest, within any of these scenarios. And we're going to sell the Lord of the Abyss and actually get ourselves some sharpshooters solely because of the advanced targeting for our other meat, our submarine there. Let's just say that. Okay, we're gonna put ultra boost on you for some other reason. Okay. We're gonna put you back up there and unleash hell upon all of these balloons. Oh my goodness sakes! When that ability is active, damage is ensuing upon these heathens. Okay, get you back up there, then unleash your bullish graveyard into purple ZMGs and purple VFVs and purple Moabs and the occasional loose balloon here and there. And this is pretty sorted. Obviously we can't get another Paragon because the Paragon limit is 4. Just like in every other scenario. Obviously we cannot do that. And this is a pretty sorted scenario. a very sort of scenario. Probably wasn't the best time to unleash that ability, but guess what? That's absolutely fine. We're going to unleash the graveyard ability again, just to do a little bit of clear up. And that is game, set, and match, with the nuclear warhead being very, very late. Ah, dearie me. So we've got ourselves our Mages Perfectus with the Monkey Star. There is no Goliath Doom ship involved, even though we could have got that down, but I decided I didn't want to do that because you see that in every single boss event anyways. So we're just going to leave it off there with a bog standard bank as our Insta Monkey for this run. And another Bloonarius medal in our pockets, honestly. So what about this one? Well, oh my god, there goes the Death Star. So that obviously didn't reach its target. 13 million for the Nordic Siege Corps. 20 million. Actually, that's a pretty good amount. What about the Navarch? Oh my god, you did worse than that. But then again, a lot of your damage is from the cannons, which obviously didn't make use. Ascended Shadow, because of that ability up there, it just does a heap amount of damage, and if its degree was higher, then obviously it could be like 30, 40, 50 million. But nonetheless, everybody, that is our run here. It is not an optimal run because obviously we're playing on double cash. But thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments sections below, and I wonder when update 45 is going to be announced. It's been a while since update 44 was released back in August the 1st, but then again it's only been 1.5 months since then. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this video down in the comment sections below, and see you all in the next video. Have a lovely day and take care of yourselves, you lovely people.